Good evening, everybody. It's Mimi, and this is my supper tea. And just to let you know, I said my blessing. Let me see something. Yeah, okay. I said my blessing over my meal, and yeah, I'm looking forward to tucking in. Yes. And you might have noticed I've got some earrings. Yeah. Remember when I went to Walmart and did the haul at Walmart, and I had showed you the charms, and I said I was going to make some jewelry, some earrings and stuff? Well, I did. And I'm working on that video, but editing is an issue. That's either going to be one video or a series of 3 videos because of what happened. But that's part of the fun. Alrighty then. Okay, now this is little chicken nuggets. Look at that. Ooh. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, my husband prepared this. This is jasmine rice, which I have put some of the juice the chicken, yeah. Really good. And this is cauliflower. Remember somebody had cauliflower? I don't know why I don't just use my fingers. I was thinking about like making cauliflower pizza. I would like to try that. Because I really love pizza, but I'm going to have to lessen my intake of pizza because of the carbohydrates. See, pizza is good otherwise. You don't have to put lots of tomato sauce on. Green pepper, red onion. Huh? And what else? Green pepper, red onion, and it's green pepper hooked up with the chicken. A little bit of green pepper. There. A little bit of red onion. There. So, simple meal. Basics, easily recognizable. Nothing way out exotic or anything. So much to talk about. No. What ever shall I talk about? Stop it. This is peppermint tea. If you can see it, peppermint tea. I love it. It's very calming. Goodness knows I need it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, so many things have been happening in the news. What should I talk about? I don't think there's been anything interesting food-wise in the news that I can think of. Nope. Lots of scandals and stuff. I can't think of any food news. No. Always something going on with YouTube. YouTube is like the Old West. The Old West was exciting. Would I have traveled west had I lived back then? Probably. But it's a weird thing for me to say, because pretty sure I have American Indian blood. So I either would have been already out in the West, or I would have been, depending on what my ancestry is. And it's a question. It is a question mark for you guys. I would have been of one of the tribes of people that got pushed out to the West, where they didn't have a choice, because as the expansion of the entity known as the United States was going on, the indigenous Native American people, you know, the people who were here first, got pushed and pushed and pushed against their will. But let's say it's way back during that time period, and I'm like what I am now, a person of African, European, and very likely American Indian descent, wanting freedom. I probably would have moved to the West because opportunities were open for people that normally were not open to them because it was new. Anytime something is new, there are more opportunities for people to get in on the ground floor. Whereas once it gets all established, you get the hinky-dinky factor where the people are like, you know, well, we're the establishment, we're the foundation, and we're going to make the rules. And they don't know people that knew them back when everybody started out equally, you know. So I don't know. Well, YouTube is sort of like that. And there's all this craziness. People attacking people, and some people are having fun. Other people are out and out attacking people, and you have to be really careful about that because people confuse freedom of speech with thinking they can say or do anything they want. You can't. There's room for commentary. There's room for satire. There's room for homage and that sort of thing. But when it comes to people literally abusing people, like I'm not going to name names, but I've heard people, like, seriously, and I'm not talking about their subscribers, people who run channels, just attacking people. Now, there's not a lot of it that I have seen, but it's like they go after people they figure are weak and they'll put up with it, or people they figure they can manipulate, get them all in their feelings. It's important not to let these people get you in your feelings. Just like in real life, you got to make sure you don't let people get you in your feelings and they manipulating you and they're just baiting you. Don't let them do that to you. Walk away. Walk away. Because people will, and I mean, even when I was a child, I used to see that. People will know that they have a plan before you even come where you're in the same orbit. And they want a reaction. And they just poke your buttons, poke your buttons, and poke your buttons. And once you get the reaction that they were after, then they're saying, well, you said this, and because you did this, and then this type of thing. And it happens on YouTube. And then there's people, they're just sitting back, eating popcorn, having a good time. And you can damage somebody's name. And you do it to the right one, and it will be court time. And that's the best you can hope for, because some people aren't very stable out here. They're not very stable. But anyway, I've been having fun. I discovered a new to me, YouTuber named Candy Fox. I think she's really cool. I like her. She's not fake. She's down to earth. She's doing a public service to people like me and a lot of others. She recently did a review of Woman Within clothing. And they had a few outfits or items I thought I'd like to try, but if they had a store locally, I'd rather go in the store and try it on. And the thing about online shopping, and a lot of big girls have to do online shopping because even stores or brands that carry our sizes a lot of times don't carry them in the stores, or only limited, okay, stop acting weird, limited amount of product in the stores. And that's annoying. So when you order online and they tell you what the sizes are and the dimensions are, it's not always like that when you get it home. So you can be very displeased and you want to return it, but they usually charge you a fee. So she had ordered some outfits. She would order pants from the same manufacturer in the same company in the same size, and we get different fitting issues. Appreciate that. Because it's annoying. It's like you wasted your money. And you know, we need people like Candy Fox. And I've been at Foodie Beauty for a long time. That's an interesting channel. I think she's a very good looking woman. She's very pretty. And I wish that she would do more makeup. She used to do makeup stuff. And she keeps her nails. A lot of times they look fabulous. And she's supposed to be on a weight loss journey. And then she's still on it. But there's been, you know, controversy and stuff like that. Well, when you're a big person, you can be the nicest person that's strict and everything, and there's still some, you know, strictly following to a diet plan or whatever. And there's somebody that's going to complain. I mean, let's face it. That's how it is. But let's just say that it's been some interesting curves and corners and stuff in her case. And I feel like this. She has a really good brand. Her brand is well known. I think we all know this. And like every hand that you're given is a winner or a loser. And the fact that she has made such a mark on the YouTube landscape, even with the people that say they hate her. Oh, I hate her. I can't stand her. You know what? Foodie Beauty still wins because she has left, she's left you with that strong emotion. She still wins. She does. You know, it's not like you're saying Foodie who, you know, Chantal who. We can't talk about Foodie Beauty without talking about, sorry Foodie Beauty if you don't like this, but Amberlynn, because they're like the two ones that are the most polarizing, controversial, whatever. I can look at Foodie Beauty and enjoy some of her videos, you know. I can't look at Amberlynn. This is not a dig against Amberlynn. I've heard people talking about Amberlynn, mentioning her, so I went to go see her page, channel, still talking like Facebook or Instagram, her channel, and it wasn't my cup of tea. It just wasn't mine. She's very young, and her conversation is that of a very young person. So it just doesn't interest me. Whereas Foodie Beauty, she's about 35, and she sounds like she's college educated. Not that you have to be college educated, but there's a difference between somebody who speaks more, you know, like an adult, than somebody who seems more, again, not a dig, just an observation, more like a kid, like a teenager or something. At my age, I mean, I like teenagers, but I'm not likely to follow one or somebody who kind of talks or makes me think of one. They're in the way that they present themselves and talk. So, but she's very controversial. There's all these sites about Amberlynn. You know, a lot. There's a lot. And so there's that. And then you have the Slayton sisters. Amy Slayton was my introduction to the whole thing. I'm just watching it, and she comes on my timeline, and I'm like, and I was at her page, and she's got a new intro, very different, very jazzy. So you got Amy, then you got her sister Tammy, and again, there are lots of pages that are devoted to them, yay or nay, you know. And then, of course, there are the commentary pages. Spitting Llama Drama. CXNT. Michael B. Petty. Zachary Michael. And, oh, I know this one. Sarcastic Potato. I should know her. I'm going to tell you why. Because we have the same first name. Her name's Miriam and my name is Miriam. And her sense of humor is special. I like it. So it's been really, I've been having a really good time watching these pages and seeing what they have to say. There's been some dramas and stuff. Oh, and Egg Girl Comics. Oh my goodness. That's a talented person. There was just some art done dedicated to the fact that a girl had passed 1,000 subscribers. That was really cool. And I'm just waiting for her to come up with her coloring book. I think she has an incredible sense of humor, talent, and her boyfriend is incredibly supportive. And so it's been very interesting what people have to say. And there's Pam Talks. Wow. You know, I'm looking at Anxious Fact Chick. Anxious Fact Chick is a new page. She only has about 4 or 5 videos. I wish she would put out more videos. She's got more things to say, I'm sure. And don't worry about what people think about you. Just say what you got to say. And people were talking, and then they mentioned Pam Talks, and I had heard Pam, and who's this Pam? So of course I looked up Pam Talks. I'm like, wow, okay, she's interesting. And I like Pam Talks. And yeah, she's an older person, and I think there's room for older people. There's so many people saying, well, she's old, she should go bake cookies, or she should go knit, or what kind of goofy stereotypical stuff people were saying. And I'm like, no, we need more older people on YouTube. There's all these teeny boppers and even little children, bless your hearts, babies, and young adults, 20-something nutties. I was a nutty 20-something, so I know what I'm talking about. 20-something, nutty 20-somethings. So they need to have people my age, 50s and older. Yes, and 40s too. But especially 50s and older. There needs to be a voice of reason in all this insanity. So when I find older people on YouTube, I'm happy. You know, and I'll be talking about that in another episode. I like older people. I like to see my generation or older generations. Older people have something to offer. And we're going to be on YouTube, youngins. For all of you youngins who think that we shouldn't be here, we're here. And we're going to stay here. And we're going to say stuff. And we're not going to knit or bake unless we feel like it. Not because you tell us to, but because we feel like it. And if we don't feel like it, it's not going to happen. Yeah. So I would just say that, again, YouTube is a great platform. No matter who you are, you're going to find people who are your tribe. They're going to dig what you're saying. They're going to relate. They're going to understand. And they're going to appreciate. They're going to feel like, hey, that's how I feel. And sometimes people get to these little scrapes, just like when we were all young. We went to school and we were on the playground and we got in a little stuff, you know. You don't have to stay mad at each other, you know. You don't have to give up. Keep going. Keep striving. Keep learning. Keep sharing. Everybody out there has something to give that somebody wants. Maybe I don't want it. Maybe the next person doesn't want it, but somebody else will want it. So we all have a right to be here. And we just need to know, well, etiquette's very important. Not that a lot of us pay attention to it, but it can save a person's hide sometimes. Basic etiquette and courtesy, but also knowing the law and the principles of the law. So have fun. I'm still eat this stuff. Do your thing. Don't hate. Congratulate. Educate. And just go on with your bad self or your good self, so to speak, your fine self or your not so fine self. Go on with your authentic self and create and do and share and try to stay out of trouble. All right. Love you. Bye-bye.